Let's talk UFC 277. We're going to do a quick recap. Let's dive right into it. And we're going to start off with Derrick Lewis versus Pavlovich. That was an exciting fight right off the bat. You see, Pavlovich was trying to rip the beast's head off, and that's exactly that's exactly the way I expected this fight to go, because they're heavyweights. There's no filling out process. The filling out process means you're trying to rip a guy's head off, and that's what happened. In my opinion, it was a little bit of a premature stoppage, because the Black Beast did spring up. He was down, he hit the canvas, he took some harsh shots, but he sprung right up, which means he was okay. And I do understand the official, because their job is to keep the fighter safe. Moving right on to Kai Kara-France versus Brandon Moreno. Absolute fireworks of a fight for 3 rounds. It didn't go the whole 5. First 2 rounds, I think Moreno, had the edge. Kai Kara-France was obviously winning the 3rd round. He busted Moreno's face, and then came that devastating kick from hell straight to the liver of Kai Kara-France. I hear those shots absolutely shut down your whole body, and that's what happened. Much respect to both fighters. And that was great. Let's talk about Moreno. Moreno's evolution. When I think of one word to describe Moreno, I think evolution, because this guy has evolved so much in the sport. I remember him 5-6 years ago when nobody knew anything about him. I'd watch some of the fights on Fox Deportes in Spanish, and he was one of the analysts, one of the commentators. I knew him for being an analyst, not a fighter. But 3, 4, 5 years down the line, now he's produced a wonderful trilogy with Figueiredo, and we're gonna see a 4th. It looks like we're gonna see a 4th. Figueiredo got in the octagon. I love the way they squashed the beef and pretty much settled everything, all their differences, and scheduled the next bout. It's gonna happen. That's what the fans want to see: a 4th fight between Deiveson Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno for the undisputed flyweight champion of the world. Let's get right into the main event with Amanda Nunes versus the Venezuelan Vixen. Great fight. Just as I expected Amanda Nunes to cruise a little bit easier, but no, she made it a hard fight. The Venezuelan Vixen, you got to give her respect. She deserves to be there for it. There was a reason she beat the champion, and we have to give her respect. But Amanda Nunes, did what she was supposed to do. She showed us why she's the GOAT, and finally she had a fighter that made her hungry again, and that gave her ambition, because it was getting a little too easy for her. So that's great to see. The division is going to continue to grow, and we're going to see more of the GOAT in the coming years. Next week, we're going to have Thiago Santos, who's going to try to make another run at the title. We're going to talk about that later on this week. But for now, that's it. Thank you guys for joining. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you. Bye.